Hey, what's up YouTube? Just making a video of my pedal board. A guy left me a comment wanting to know about what kind it was, how it is, how personally, if I've had any problems with it or whatever. So this is what this video is about. I'm not really going to go into on the pedals or whatever, it's just pretty much about the board. The board itself is 15 by 25 for the pedal space on here. Up here you have 8 individual 9-volt outputs for pretty much Boss style pedals. You have 3 war waltz up here for any of those pedals that are kind of funky, like the Line 6 MM4 kind of takes a weird one. The Giga Delay needs a power supply for it. And it's got a patch bay up here, stereo patch bay. So you can go out to 2 amps from right here. You can run your own little effects loop and plug in your power, plug from your guitar, from your pedals, all that jazzy stuff. I added a little more Velcro on here just because there was this blank right here and down here too. You can't really see it down here though. And pretty much it was blank, and I wanted to put some Velcro on there to give it just like a few more inches on both sides, so if I need to put anything in a weird spot I could. It comes with like a 10-foot power cord, real heavy duty, and it comes with a soft case. As you can see, I have 3 20-foot monster cables in there. Any like extra patch cables or whatever goes in there. The actual power thing itself looks really flimsy, but it's really not. It's really quite sturdy. I mean, I've had it for 8 years. And I haven't had one problem. The only problem I've had with this Furman pedal board, it wasn't even with the board itself. It was actually with this case. I had a lot more pedals in here than this, and it was just too heavy, and I got frustrated, and I picked it up, and it was stuck on something. I broke the strap. That was it. Easy to replace. So as far as that, I mean, the pedal board still looks in really good condition for being 8 years old. I try not to abuse my stuff too much just because I like it to last, and it has lasted me so long. So, my honest review though, the new one that's out this model is a SPB-8 Furman. The new one is SPB-8C. Pretty much the difference with that one is it's got a hard shell case. It's got a detachable power cord. It's got 4 wall warts on there, and still 8 individual powers. The board's a little bit bigger, 13.75 by 26.75. So you got a little bit more room. It looks, pretty much everything else is exactly like mine. Just the price tag, $379. I don't think I paid that much for this one when it, 8 years ago. But also things were a lot cheaper, I think, back 8 years ago too. So, yeah, so that's a lot of money. I didn't know they were that expensive. Pretty much, if you are running just Boss pedals, or MXR pedals, or Digitech pedals, or Down Electro, I mean, whatever you're running, whatever you like to use. If it's 9-volt based, and they're little like that, I think this board is great. I think, you shouldn't have any problems with it. I mean, really, you could fit a lot of stuff on here. And if you have all Boss pedals and a wah pedal too, you can essentially run 11 pedals on here. And if you use the daisy chain, you could use even more if you wanted to. But then you're going to run into noise issues. But there is a lot of room on here. And depending on the cables you use too, if you use like the George L's or something like that, something real small, you can fit tons and tons of pedals on here. It really is. But if you start getting into like what I'm getting into now, are these big pedals, the Line 6, MM4, your Giga Delay, the Boss OD 20. These are big pedals, really. I mean, if you look side by side, these are some big pedals. So, if you're going to be running pedals like this, I suggest getting the PedalTrain Pedal Pro. And pretty much that one is, I believe the dimensions on that are 16 by 32. That's a huge pedal board. That comes out way farther than this one. So, and the cool thing about that is you would run a Voodoo Labs Pedal Power 2 underneath, and they have mounting brackets for it. So you have essentially 8 power cords that you can run to your pedals, 2 of them that you can sag and use a smaller voltage if you want to get your dirt pedals to be a little loose in the bottom end, or you can run them up high for, you know, pedals that need a little more juice. And you also have a wall wart on the back of it, so if in case you got a whammy or whatever, you can plug that in. And also you can get different kind of power cords, so it'll run into this, so you don't have to use this big old, you know, wall wart thing. You can actually run its own power here, because, you know, everybody knows these are funky little power warts and everything like that, and everybody hates them. I don't know why Line 6 doesn't change that, but maybe they still can make a few more bucks or something, I don't know. But so it depends. I think if you're running, you know, if you're running just Boss pedals, you know, this would probably be a cool thing to get. If you're running bigger pedals, I would say PedalTrain Pro. Also too, if you just want to save money, the PedalTrain Pro and the Voodoo Labs Pedal Power 2 Plus, I did the math on it. It's $290 versus $380. So that's a big chunk of change, especially in these times right now. You know, that's not including tax and shipping and stuff like that. But still, I mean, you got to do that with, you know, the Furman as well. So, I honestly, I wish I would have done that, just because it would have saved me money, I guess, and I would have had tons of room still. I hate kind of crowding my pedals like this, but it's alright. I'm not going to replace it anytime soon, just because I'm going to ride this thing out till it dies, because whether it's too small or not, it's still a great board. I think if I get some custom cables, I'm going to do that, and I'm hoping to get either Planet Waves, that patch cable kit or something like that, or the Core X2 kit. I think that would be the thing for me. I think it's going to be the best, just because the cables I have are just pre-cut and they're just really really crappy. So, but as far, hopefully this helps, you know, with buying a pedal board or something like that. You know, this patch bear, whatever up here, I tried using it. I had to run my pedals really weird and had to, you know, get a really long cable just to come all the way over here to use this. I didn't notice a difference at all. I didn't notice a cleaner signal or whatever. I just noticed I got to use more cables to run to here so I can run out to my amps. It doesn't really make a difference, because you're still running, if you run it as a straight pedal board and you're running it from guitar to amp, then you're pretty much, you know, if you're running guitar to amp, you're still using 2 chords. So what's the difference between running it from here to your wah, which would be your first in chain from your guitar, to the last in chain, which would be my noise suppressor, out to the amp? What's the difference from coming all the way over here? I don't know, that's just an extra patch cable to me, and that just seems to be take away more from your signal. So that's just my opinion on it though. But well, hopefully this helps. I've had, like I said, I've had this for 8 years. I've played hundreds of shows with it. I've played, you know, everywhere. I've played in every, you know, single condition that there is, outside, inside, you know, dirty stage, clean stage, doesn't matter. Like, I've had tons of pedals on here, and I was gonna try to find a picture of what I had. What I had before was I had the Line 6, or not the Line 6, the Marshall MM4. That's not it either. Mode 4. Sorry. The 6 button right here. My wah, a whammy, tuner, like 3 envelope filters, a flanger, a phaser, and a noise suppressor, and a digital delay, all on here at one time, and it all fit. So if you when you get creative and stuff like that, you can really fit a lot of pedals on here. So hopefully this helps you. If I didn't answer one of your questions, I can answer it in a comment or whatever. So hopefully this helps you out, and thanks a lot for watching. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a good one.